Head coach Jack Biggs, another championship for the Vikings, the volleyball 3-1 over Woodstock. You know, you guys had two really good matches with them during the regular season. They play great defense. Just talk a little bit about what that kind of matchup does for you.
Yeah, I mean, that Woodstock team today came out ready to play. They're prepared. They always play great defense. There's not one ball that ever hits the ground with somebody diving for it. So we knew that we couldn't give up on any one play. Every play had to finish with a ball hitting the floor. And I think we did a great job with that tonight. And we had to adjust to what they were doing defensively with our offense. And we're lucky to have two great outside hitters that are able to move the ball around enough, a setter that was putting it exactly where they needed to, and a couple of bounces that went our way.
Yeah, it was definitely a sluggish start in the first set, and you called a timeout, and you obviously, and I mentioned this on air, that all your teams across all your sports play with energy, play with intensity, like to be the aggressors. And once your attitude changed and you guys became that, it seemed like you took control of the first and second set.
Yeah, sure. We always teach the players just to be aggressive. You know, we can't play into the hands of the other defensive players, and we have to play our game. And our game and our identities play tough defense and take big swings. And if that means hitting the ball out or serving the ball out of bounds, we'll take that because we'll take the other aces on the other side of it or the other kills. So
you have a young team. After graduating some iconic players over the past few years, you have a young team, but you have a senior in Abby Perulis who tonight really kind of stepped into the role that she's had all year, which has been, taking on all of the responsibilities that you can find for her, accepting them and then thriving.
Sure. She's been around for 3 years for us, our outside hitter, and she learned a lot playing next to Skylar Bell last year, how to be a leader, how to be a communicator, how to be a positive force on the floor. And we saw that transition about halfway through the season where she was ready to take that on. She was ready to be that player. And we would tell her, listen, sometimes you got to be really selfish. For us to advance and make big plays, you're gonna get the ball 50 times a match if we can. So for her to be that leader, step in for our younger team, and we, obviously you said we have sophomores and juniors out on the floor. For them to have that type of leader and that positive nature and a person to give them that energy and positivity it was a big plus for us tonight.
As if she doesn't, do enough on one side. Woodstock started targeting her when they were serving, making her receive. That only increases her work rate as well and gets her sometimes out of position so that she's not able, to strike at the net. So how did you respond to that for them?
Yeah, so Woodstock had a great strategy to do that. We try to do that as well. Fortunately, we have Skylar Bell on the bench this year as a coach, and she was trying to make some in-game adjustments that worked really well. We actually worked on a few things yesterday in practice. If something goes bad for us, we can make an adjustment on the fly so that we can turn that momentum around. So we were able to do that tonight.
It's been a good week for East Lyme. It's been a good week in the Biggs household. Yeah. Championship last night for Garrison in soccer, championship for you guys tonight. Play defense and take big swings. That sounds like a baseball strategy as well.
Yes.
Just talk for a second about what it is to be, the program in the conference. You guys play state competition. You aspire to be a state-level program, and you are. But you really have the bullseye, the permanent bullseye in the ECC.
Sure. We try to prep for this early on in July, right? We're practicing 2 days a week plus summer league. But then we go out and we try to build the best and the strongest schedule that we possibly can. We play 5-6 teams in the top 10 in the state this year. Win or lose, we're going to be competitive, and we're going to learn from those games, and we're going to carry it over into the state tournament and these types of tournaments and have that mindset that no matter what happens, the match is never over until it's over.
What are you hoping? I know you're still going to celebrate this one, but what are you hoping in a state tournament kind of thing for this team?
Well, I'm hoping that we show up each and every day to work for practice, and then we show up every game like we did here today, working together as a team, having a lot of energy, a lot of positivity, no matter if it's a really, really good play or we have to battle through some stuff, which we had to battle through on Monday against a very good Waterford team. So that creates an identity for us, and they now know what our identity is moving forward, and they can rely on that through tough times or really, really great times as well.
Well, again, it's going to be a big season for the Biggs family moving forward. We got an undefeated defending state champion soccer team heading into the postseason, and we've got the Division I tournament and regular season volleyball team heading into the state tournament. So lots on your plate. Congratulations, Coach. Well done tonight.